he is just yet, but if he's not, I think he's going to be there soon.
Right, yeah. But just to look at those three, like the top players, like they all play Marth so differently.
It's
and
true.
they're all so beautiful. Though.
I don't know. Mango's a very PP Marth.
You think so?
I think he's very reminiscent of PPMD.
PP's dash dance, though, it's so good.
I mean, you're never going to match that.
Yeah.
And I think that's okay.
Meanwhile, we have Zoso's Marth, which is no slouch. Especially against Sheik. He does very well against Sheik, actually.
He really is good against, I call them the BS matchups. That's an entirely unfair moniker, but that's what I call them.
Little biased.
All the BS matchups are
nice.
are not Fox, not Falco, and not Captain Falcon. So those are like the matchups that a lot of Marths don't practice.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that Zoso is of the opinion that Marth can't lose this matchup. Like if he plays well, Sheik has no tools.
I saw him go Fox last time and actually beat Anthony with his Fox. This was, I don't remember how recently this was.
That was a couple weeks ago, yeah. I mean, obviously his philosophy relies on perfect play,
nice. Really
which
good
is
dash dance. Yeah. Which is what you should be striving for anyways, so. Right now, Zoso's looking pretty clean right now in this matchup. He looks just really comfortable.
Yeah.
Nice shielding the dash attack.
He's so good in general. I feel like I say this every week, but I'll say it again. But he's so good at nickel and diming people. He's so much more of a Marth that's willing to just, win neutral 5 times in a row and get a down tilt off of it each time, rather than do something crazy. And that is exactly what you want to do against a matchup like Sheik.
Against the BS matchups.
Against the BS matchups. Because that's how Marth plays.
Yep.
In an ideal world, they never get inside your sword because your sword is so big.
Really nice. Wow.
So, Tim and Dave have done that a bunch of times to Anthony Sheik. He just goes very aggressively to Shino stalling the ledge, and they call him out super hard and just take a stock for it.
Yeah.
And I want more people to do that.
Play style.
Yep. Takes
and really a lot of
so clean, but he's not dead. Yes, he is
dead. I don't know why he went for the ledge. That was unwise.
Yeah.
He could have very easily went to the stage. He might have got edge guard anyway.
I think he would have been forced to go straight up, but even at that point, he's
in a bad spot.
Yep.
Needless to say. Nice shield drop fair, but Anthony's got a long way to go here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the side B stall. That's like a thing that Leffen brought up on his stream pretty recently.
Oh, with Marth?
If Marth has his side B charge, he can just let go side B and regrab ledge immediately.
It feels so unsafe.
It feels horribly unsafe to me. But
there's no way you're invincible, are you?
I think you are.
If you do it like frame perfectly.
It might be like 2 or frames or something like that. So you're not perfectly invincible, but you're mostly invincible.
I've seen Zoso do some things that I've never seen him do near the ledge. They're pretty sweet. The side B and fair and stuff. Really cute. Would be my perfect word for it.
Oh, that
was ambitious, to say the least.
That was
okay.
Dave's recovery there was so good because he saw that Anthony was going for that forward air.
Yep. Sniffed it out.
I think we're seeing Marth Sheik the whole way.
I'd like to see Anthony go Fox. I keep telling him this,
don't even get me started on Anthony going Fox. The fact that he doesn't just play Fox all the time.
Fox, just play only. Yeah, that's what I've been telling him. Like,
when
for ages. What? Oh, sorry.
At New Fish, which was a tournament at Troy, he played against Cobalt.
Yeah, he got second, right?
Yep. And in between, before he played Cobalt in Grand Finals, I was talking to him, and he was trying to figure out what character to play. And I'm like, there's no character that you will succeed with that isn't Fox. He was talking about trying to go Captain Falcon in the FD matchup against Cobalt's Marth.
Which that's a good idea.
I didn't.
Anthony's Falcon against Marth, that might be like his single best matchup in the whole game. Maybe I'm biased, but
Anthony's Falcon has not been picking up wins the way it used to be.
Really?
Yes. That is why I'm very hesitant.
Yeah. I can't say, though. I haven't seen him play a Marth of, like, Dave's caliber with his Falcon in a long time.
Right.
But I feel like it would be at least close, at the very least.
I think the Moon has been kind of putting in some work against his Falcon.
Yeah?
I haven't seen every match.
The Moon does do very well against Falcon, I think.
Yes, he does.
As far as I know. And I think this stage, as we can already see, is way more favoring Sheik right now.
Yeah, this stage is exhausting for Marth because he has to put in so much work to get anything done.
Yep.
And Sheik's platform game is just so strong here.
Yeah.
It's not...
It's a struggle.
Yeah. It isn't even... It hurts a lot that he has trouble killing Sheik, but so often Marth kills Sheik by just getting her out of range of recovering rather than off of a blast zone that's not as big a deal as it could be.
Yeah, on Dreamland that just kind of accentuates that.
Yeah.
Makes it really tough. Look at this. This is going on forever.
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
And that tipper's hard to land.
Yep.
Because you have to time it exactly. Timing it is harder than spacing it.
Landing the tippers is crucial, though, as Zoso did there. That one, I didn't even think it was going to be, but perfect timing, perfect spacing. Like you said, ooh, we can capitalize here. Up tilt. Maybe again.
He gets the immediate tech, though. And it's hard to capitalize off of that up throw at that percentage.
It is, because they'll just land and shield eventually like he did.
Yep. Because Marth wants to juggle. Marth wants to juggle Sheik as much as humanly possible. Like, his goal is to get underneath Sheik and never, ever let her get down.
Yep.
But
it's kind of a lot of the weird matchups for Marth.
This is scary for Slox.
Yeah, Zoso just brought it back out of nowhere.
And Marth coming back on this stage is not a simple endeavor.
No, it's not. But he just kept his composure and really controlled the match for 3 stocks in a row now.
Yep. And he grabs the ledge, and there's the tipper.
Yep, perfect timing. But expecting a down air there, but that's just better. Rinse and repeat.
Well, that was kind of crafty. The side B to turn around and then forward B?
Yeah, he did it earlier a couple times. Oh yeah, they put Slox on game 1.
Jimmy!
Come on, man.
Zoso won game 1.
I mean, Dave looks pretty composed right now, just commenting on that guy. Like, to be down 2 stocks.
Is this game 2 or 3?
This is game 2. Zoso's up 1-0.
Yeah.
Like, he looks really composed, like, coming back from 3 stocks like nothing.
Yeah.
Sheik on the stage.
He's
like,
very composed at locals. He has a lot of difficulty when it comes to bigger tournaments. I think he gets really frustrated with his own performance.
Yeah.
But because Newfish, the same tournament that
oh my God,
Slox,
so many upsets. Dave was there too?
Yeah, and Dave came very close to coming back on and beating Cobalt. Because he started out going
against Cobalt Fox or
yeah.
Fox Marth?
Yeah. Yep. Because he started out down 0-2 and then brought it back to a last hit game 5 that he definitely could have had. That
sneaky.
That was clean.
Yep. What, did Dave get 3rd or?
Yes, he got 3rd at that tournament, I believe. He got 4th behind Mike Hayes, I think. I forget if he beat Mike Hayes or not.
Yeah.
That tournament was so long and exhausting that I don't remember. More Dreamland. Dave is so good on Dreamland. He's the only Marth in the past couple years that seems to enjoy Dreamland.
He loves Dreamland.
It's reminiscent of Korean DJ when he was a Marth main. Because Korean DJ would go to Dreamland just like as a neutral pick. He'd say, yeah, I like this stage. It's fine. Which is so... against the grain. Yeah, exactly.
It's,
I respect it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a ton of respect for that. Yeah.
I mean, it's funny, like, whatever you like for whatever reason, like, I like Dreamland. I mean, I don't love it as Marth, but I don't really mind it that much. I really like Dreamland just because the aesthetics. It just looks really nice.
It looks nice, and everyone loves Gourmet Raid, the song.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's the
song,
first...
the colors, the brightness.
It's the first song you hear when you walk into a Melee tournament, without fail.
What, yeah, every time.
There's never been a Melee tournament you walk in, you're like, oh, Pokemon Stadium. It's always just... It's the loudest song in the game.
Yep. And it never gets old. Like, I'm not sick of it at all. Anthony just has Ds. I don't really know what even
I'm not sure where that came from, but... And now we're just kind of...
He beat Mike. You said he beat Mike Hayes. Oh, nice. He got 3rd then.
Oh, he did beat Mike. Okay.
I mean, that's a pretty good performance at a
That's a
big
very
tournament.
good performance.
Yeah.
So now I guess we're just going to camp for 6 minutes, which is...
Yeah, I mean...
That's cool.
Slox behind, so...
You got all the time. See, okay, so I have a theory, right? Everyone talks about... People have talked about lowering the timer to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I think we should lower it to 4.
4.
If we're going to lower the timer, I think you need to lower it to a point where playing to time is totally viable and get rid of the idea that you only win by taking all 4 stocks.
You know, when you first said that, I was like, this guy's crazy. This guy. But then I'm like, because matchups say such as like, I don't know, like Samus Peach or something. You know that's gonna go. But then if you put it in a sense that whoever takes the most stocks in that time period, because then your goal becomes not to survive, but to take, like, hurt them as much as you can.
Yeah, to nickel and dime as much as you can, and it makes it more. It makes it less of a nightmare for you to play like you said, a best of 5 Peach Samus, because the longest it'll go is like 20 minutes instead of the 40 minutes. And it makes it so that you'll get a lot fewer people booing people camping each other out. And because 4 minutes is not a long time. Or like, think about how many games you've played that have gone for 4 minutes. Like, it's a kind of long game, but it's not even close to ridiculous.
Yeah, no, and like standard matchups, and by standard I mean like fast fallers, Marth, Falcon, Sheik, like where there's heavy punishes, you know?
Yeah. Like, it is very likely that this goes to 4 minutes.
I'd probably sooner say 5, but at the same time, I fully endorse that. Now that I think about what you're actually saying, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. That's something that's been rattling around in my brain, because I wish I could try it with there being no consequences, right? Like, I think it'd be a fun experiment.
Oh, you want to try it here?
I would love to try it here. I know that would never go.
I'm saying as like a universal thing, it'd be hard though. I don't think it's happening anytime soon.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I have an idea. Why not, for the fun event that we have later today, we make it 4 minutes?
An entire 4-minute tournament.
An entire 4 minutes.
No. Yeah, we're doing the Magic Hat thing. The one that was going on at Nebulous.
4 is way too low, but it's not though. Most matches finish. They spent a minute and a half camping each other without moving, and we're just hitting the 4-minute mark now.
And we haven't even hit 4. They literally. This was a pretty slow match.
Yeah, this was a super slow match. This was Marth Sheik on Dreamland, where they didn't do anything for a full minute.
And it was still under 4 minutes.
Yeah. We don't need 8 minutes. 8 minutes is such a ridiculous amount of time.
Now he's going to Pokemon. Okay. It would make everything run a lot smoother and faster too, because you see, like, no offense to any like floaty players, but whenever I see frickin' like Samus Puff or just something,
like when you see Puff Dittos go to Game 3, you're just like, ugh.
Or worse, Game 5. Like, if I'm watching a stream, I go do something else. I'm sorry. Like,
no, I agree completely, and I respect that it's a hard match.
Nice pivot up B to punish that. Really good DI by
I can't believe
Anthony.
he lived through that.
I thought he was dead for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, like when you watch a best of 5 Puff Ditto, right? Like, say Prince Abu and Hungry Box have to play a best of 5 Puff Ditto. Yeah. That's probably going to be 4 games at most, right? But that's going to be as long as any other best of 5 set.
Longer.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know. Nobody will. So few people would agree with me on this idea.
Yeah, it'd be
feel
tough
like
to.
This is one of those things.
That.
Yeah, that would get
sell.
so much resistance.
Yeah.
The Smash community hates changes.
Yep.
They really do. Like, I want to get rid of this. I want to freeze Stadium.
Entirely.
I want to freeze Stadium. Freeze Stadium or get rid of it. Stadium's an awful stage with transformations.
It really is. Yeah, it's bad. But it's just like, it's so ingrained into, like you said, it's hard to change. It's so ingrained into, like, Pokemon Stadium. You always, like, on your random when you're playing friendlies, like, you always have it on. Stadium. It's just a fun stage. But, like, when it comes down to it, like this, it's, like, nonsensical.
Yeah.
Really, there's enough good stages that you don't really need it between Yoshi's, Fountain. If we're even considering Fountain, I would, I guess, because I think this is more janky than Fountain.
Oh, I think there are a few people who have told me that they think Fountain is the worst stage because it has actual, or as many or more random elements than Stadium. Because Fountain,
including the transformations?
Yeah, so Fountain's platform transformations are random in height and when they happen. So there's no actual...
Wait, really?
Yeah, there's no actual schedule, whereas with Stadium...
I kind of assumed there was. Because it just would make sense.
Yeah, but with Stadium, there's like it's like a 7 or 8 second gap or window where it'll start transforming the first time.
And then you, of course, you have this, which is actually most of the match, which everyone is completely okay with.
This is great. This is I wish this stage existed.
Yes, just this. Of course it does in whatchamacallit. That was ambitious, that down air should be back guard. But I mean, he's got a huge lead right now. Ooh, also ambitious. Nice shield grab.
Slox put on such good pressure there too. And the fact that Dave was able to break it.
Yeah. That's what people got to do more against Sheik, I think. Just use shield to get in.
Yep.
Because if you just run up and shield her forward tilts, you can shield grab them and do other things out of shield. And mess her up. Are you still going Marth against Sheiks, or is your...
I'm going back and forth. I had a period of time where I was super inspired.
By Dr. Pee-Pee?
No, I don't even know what I was inspired by. I feel like, you know what it was? I watched Mewtwo King 3-0 Armada, and I was like, Marth beats every floaty ever. And so I started going Marth Sheik. And then I realized
that wasn't inspiring.
And then I realized it was really bad at the matchup and kept losing to Sheiks.
FD is more polarized than Stadium. I'm totally okay with FD. I mean,
I think FD as a counter pick rather than a neutral stage is acceptable. But the problem is,
I could,
then you have to restructure. You have to restructure how bans work. So it's like rather than 1-2-1, it would go 1-1-1.
The thing is, you never see a set start on FD. You ever
it's true.
That? You just don't see it.
You don't.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people think that whatever the matchup is, there's one character who has